Hey everyone, this is Scott Siemens, and this is the introduction to web development and design from start to finish, a video tutorial series on building a vlog website or a video log website and a simple content management system. Basically in this video I kind of just wanted to show you what we'll be building and talk a little bit about how it'll be laid out, as well as some of the tools that you might need or might be interested in. This is basically the website. Super simple video log. These are just placeholder videos at the time being, as I haven't recorded all the videos for the tutorial, but all the videos will be posted on this website, along with if you click this button, it will reveal a rundown on what that lesson will include, as well as lesson links, all the important download information. Here's a download link to MAMP, which I will be covering in lesson 1, which I haven't made yet, but I was just kind of testing out the look and layout here. As I said, you can download all the source code here. It will come in a zip file. You can unarchive it, and it should have the entire site structure in there. You can follow along as I do the videos. You can change the code to your heart's content. You can use it on your own personal sites. You can use it on commercial sites. It's absolutely free for you to use, change, edit to your heart's content. If you do make any changes, I'd love to see what you've done. If you want to send it to me, I'd be more than happy to look at it. I'm sure there's a lot of expanding that could be done to this site. It does include several things, but you can always go further with it, and I just didn't have the time, especially to include videos for the entire process. So basically this is the site we're building. There will also be a login system, and you can kind of see how the login system works. If you just type random stuff, it is going to throw an error. We'll use a little bit of JavaScript to do that. I'll show you that. Obviously, if you type it right, it will log you in. This is the CMS section, or content management system. Basic things here: a site title. You can change the title of the site. A new logo, if you want to change your logo. A site description. This is more for like search engine optimization and to give users an idea of what the site will be about. And your Google Analytics here, so you can track it. I could have gone on and on and on and added change colors and arrange layout and things of that nature, but there's just not enough time to get into all of that. But I felt like these were some things that could just show you some very basic concepts so that you could apply this yourself into your own projects. The other things in the CMS is a very basic add new post section, author, a title, details. Here's you post your article. Insert your video code. I designed this site around YouTube or Vimeo. You could use your favorite video website basically, and you can just get the embed code from those websites and just paste it in here. I thought that's easier than actually hosting it on your own website yourself. If you wanted to do that, you could insert your code here, but I didn't include any kind of upload. You have to upload it manually and things of that nature. But I always think that YouTube's a great place to upload your videos because you can find it from more than one area. You can post it on several different, anyone's page basically. And then finally, this is where we'll put a link to the source code, and then you'll be able to click it and download it. Last thing in here is the editing. So here it will list all your different articles in order that they'll be listed on the page. You click edit, and obviously it sucks everything in. It's just like before, with just the information from that post. The only thing different is now there's a date included. The date is created automatically when you post your blog message, and here you can change it to whatever you want, and it will automatically format it on the actual site. So we're not going to make any changes here. And then you can also, of course, delete posts, and this shows the author, title. Just click delete. Once you click delete, though, it's gone forever. It's irreversible. So we'll cancel that. I'll show you, we also have a success handler page that we'll be building if an update was successful. We didn't actually update anything there, but we told the server to check for updates, and the request was successful, so we'll click that. Basic things you'll need to know to build this site is I will hope that you have some HTML and CSS background. I won't be going too in depth with all of that. Some of the newer things, like you saw here, this is all CSS button here using CSS3. You can see the hover effect, the down effect. It's got gradients going on. There's actually a slight text shadow. Things like that. I will be covering some of that. Different vendor prefixes for handling rounded corners. You can see how all these buttons are all CSS and they all have slight shading to give it some dimension. We will do a little bit of Photoshop. I'll kind of show you how I did this little curled page. It's not too hard, but a lot of people know how to do it. And how to do this noise background. I don't know if you can see this on your cameras or on the video itself, but there is some noise texture going on back here just to give it a little subtle, just something to offset it. Bland white, it just isn't all that fun. So let's go ahead and go back to the blog here. You'll be able to find this website at scottsiemens.com/ssVLOG. And like I said, every video will be posted on there. You will also be able to find all of the videos at learnnerd.com. And basically this is learnnerd.com. It's a site that I put together for basically doing tutorials for people. There's not much on this site right now. I just put it up not that long ago. I have one video installing a virtual machine on your computer. But all of them will be posted here. If you have any questions or comments, I highly recommend just posting them in the comments on this page itself. You can also email me if you'd rather at ssiemens@ymail.com. And I will be including all those in the introduction links. So, last thing, some of the tools you might need. I use CodeBox a lot, and this is basically like another program called Snippets or Text Expander. This one is, CodeBox is Mac only, but they have Windows counterparts that work just as good. It's like $5. If you do a lot of web design, web building, web development, I highly recommend having this, storing all of your code in it that you can reuse over and over again. It saves you so much time, and I'll show you how to use that in the later lessons. Some of the other things we'll be using, I'll be using Structure. Basically this is also a Mac only application, but it's really not necessary, but you can rapidly build complex structures in here. You can just, if you want to make a folder, you could make a folder like includes / there's a folder. If you want to put a file in it, you could put a file like PHP. Well, it's not test.php. So now there's a test.php file inside the includes folder. I'll kind of show you how that syntax works in the next lesson as well. Let's cancel that. We'll be using FireZilla here to upload our files. We'll be doing all of our testing in Chrome and Firefox, and then we will later go on to check our compatibility with Safari and Opera, as well as Windows Internet Explorer. We'll probably only go Internet Explorer 9, Internet Explorer 8, maybe hit Internet Explorer 7. And I'll be using VM Fusionware to do that. Will let me run Windows on my computer to test all of that. You might want to have Dreamweaver to follow this tutorial. It's going to be helpful. A lot of the PHP that I will be showing you, it'll actually create a lot of the PHP for me in Dreamweaver, and if you don't have Dreamweaver, you might not have those capabilities. It's not a necessity though. As I said, I'll be posting all the source code with the videos, and you can follow along there. I might also use Espresso. This is probably my favorite editor. But it doesn't do some of the things Dreamweaver does, but it's a lot more lightweight. It's a lot more CSS friendly. So you might see me switch back and forth. Basically any text editor will do though. That's only real requirement that there is. So basically that's going to wrap it up for the introduction. I'll be jumping into lesson 1 next time, and we'll actually get to work. We will be installing a server on our computers for local testing. We will be defining a site in Dreamweaver, and we will be testing to make sure the server is up and running properly. The last thing we might get to is actually laying out our file structure for the site, or at least get a base going for that. So stick with me, and hopefully we will all learn a little bit after this whole process is over.